lawyer. I don't think I need to explain it any further. Hi guys! In this video, I'm gonna make Higuruma from Jujutsu Kaisen in 3D. So, have you guys watched season 3 already? It just ended last week. And I think we can all agree that the animation is very beautiful. I'm not just talking about the fight scenes, but I mean everything. Even when they're just talking. It just feels real. And I love how they do the composition for this season too, because it feels like we are watching movie in every episode. The only note that I have for this season is that I think they should slow down some of the explanations because some of it go by too fast. If you haven't followed the manga, you might get confused or even miss some of the details. So you would need to pause at certain scene. But I do understand they have a time budget limit, so they probably prioritize other scene. But still, if you love a good fighting animation, you should give Jujutsu a try, especially season 3. Anyway, in this video, I'm gonna talk about Jujutsu season 3, so if you haven't watched it, spoiler alert. Okay, I think I will start with why I chose to make Higuruma. And to be honest with you guys, I was planning to make another Jujutsu character, but the moment I watched episode 8, when Higuruma was first introduced, I abandoned it and decided to make him instead. The reason is simple, because I love the way they introduced him. When he opened his domain, I got the chill. I've always liked Higuruma when I read the manga, because to me, he has one of the most unique and interesting power. I'm not going into much detail, but his power is that he will basically force you to get into trial with him, and based on the result, he will gain different buff. And the Shikigami is a very interesting looking one too. Like, it's very creepy but unique at the same time. But from what I remember, his introduction in the manga was pretty quick. Even his fight scene feel very short. It's been a while since I read it, so I don't know if I remember it wrong. So, I was very happy with what they do with Higuruma introduction, and his domain expansions looks very cool too. And don't get me started with his fight scene. The way he used that hammer is very amazing. I also love how he just machine gunned the hammer at Yuji too. Overall, a very satisfying episode. But if you ask me what is my favorite episode, of course I'm gonna choose the last episode, the Sendai Colony. I believe this is where the studio spent most of their budget on. For me, this episode has the best fighting scene in the whole season. I also like Yuta, so I have been anticipating this fight, and it delivered. My second favorite episode is Megumi fighting Reggie. Honestly, I don't really remember the fight from the manga, again because I read it a long time ago, but I do remember liking it because it was the first time Megumi fully launched his domain, even though it's not complete yet, so I was also really anticipating this fight. And it definitely delivered. I really love how the fight goes. The way Reggie keep throwing all those receipts at Megumi is very interesting. The fight just feels very intense and I would say creative. My third favorite episode is Higuruma episode, which is the episode 8, and after that it will be Maki episode. It feels very satisfying watching Maki finally get her revenge on the Zenin clan. I remember when I first read it, I kind of surprised it went that way. I never imagined that Maki gonna massacre her whole clan. I think her fight is the first fight of this season, and I say it's a very good fight to hook people into this season. Anyway, all of this just makes me even more excited for the Sukuna versus Gojo fight. Big props to all the artists working on this season. They worked very hard and I really appreciate it because I can enjoy a very good animation and I can't wait for more. It also proved that AI can never replace artists because however good visual AI can produce, it will never defeat the real-life artist's creativity. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this season and what is your favorite episode. In the meantime, this is my 3D fan art of Higuruma from Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, it's been a while since I do a full 3D character sculpting, but I think I gotten a little bit better since my last one. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys like it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you and bye bye.